matter is aerobic exercise makes you fat. That's the truth because
Wait, stop this. So basically, you're saying
yeah,
aerobics and anyone that does aerobics across all over the world,
across the board.
they're wasting their time. You're
Yeah,
saying that aerobic exercise is crap. Any aerobics class is a waste of time.
waste of time, waste of
You need
time.
to explain that
I'm gonna
because
break that down. Now, okay, a lot of exercise goes back to hormones. You have to go back to the hormones and the health of the body. Now, we spoke a little while ago about stress. Now, if I just give you a breakdown of an analogy on this. Now, what would you rather do? Expend energy or conserve energy?
conserve, most definitely.
Now, you want to expend.
Okay, obviously, if you want to lose weight.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Yeah,
See, that's the first answer people say. They normally think, yeah, you want to conserve, but no, you actually want to expend
yeah,
because it
you will, yeah, because
makes you lose
it's
energy.
chemical and yeah,
Yeah,
that
so you
makes
you
sense.
you want to get rid of because what it is it's like if you eat 2,000 calories today, you want to expend, you want to use it up, you want to get rid of
You're
it.
gonna spend more than
Yeah,
two
yeah,
thousand
exactly to lose the weight.
yeah, to become lean.
Now, what happens is when you have someone that has a is on a aerobic machine, when you have someone that's on an aerobic machine, what happens is when they first start doing aerobic exercise, they can let's say they start and they can do 5 minutes of running, and then the more they train, they can now do 25 minutes of running and then an hour of running. What
I see
happens?
them. I see women just on the bike reading books,
Yeah, they're not even engaged in what
casually.
they're doing.
They're just there. They're losing themselves, thinking that they're working hard.
Yeah, they're working at low intensity for a long period of time. So what happens is their body becomes better at conserving energy. In order for them to be able to last that long, they conserve, they're storing energy. So that's basically why the summary of why aerobic exercise isn't that good because what happens is your body gets better at conserving energy. Now, from a biochemical point of view or a biology point of view, you got two enzymes in the body, lipolytic and lipogenic. These enzymes are fat storing and fat releasing or fat burning. So when you do aerobic exercise, you're actually increasing your fat storing enzyme and decreasing your fat burning enzyme. So your body gets better at being able to store energy because that's the only way you could last for an hour. Because think about it, you couldn't sprint at top speed for more than like 10, 15 seconds unless Usain Bolt. You can just do it for like 40 seconds or something. But normally you can't run
And even
at
then,
top
they're
speed.
breathing hard
Hard,
after
yeah.
10 seconds of running.
That's the thing. They're
Explosive.
expending energy.
Yeah.
And if you look at how lean they are lean.
Some of the women are absolutely amazing.
Amazing. Their body fats are like 7, 8, 9, 10,
Their
11%.
bodies are just amazing.
Lean. And then if you look at American women, a lot of the time they may be skinny, but they're not lean, they're not tight. So aerobic exercise, it trains your body to be able to store energy because that's the only way you can last for long durations of time. Now, to give you another analogy for those that don't understand that, if you have two cars, one is a Range Rover, just for the sake of argument, like a massive engine, like a
Sorry,
four.
sorry. Is it a Range Rover or a Range Rover Sport?
Range Rover Sport probably consumes even more. But let's say, a 5 liter engine,
Yeah,
and then you got like a mini or a micro or something that might be like a 1 liter engine.
that's why I got a macro.
Yeah. So if you put 5 pounds of petrol, I always say this: if you put 5 pounds of petrol in both cars, which travel will be able to last longer with that 5 pounds?
Definitely the macro.
Yeah, the micro because it consumes less fuel, so it's more it has more energy, lower energy consumption, more energy friendly. So it consumes less energy, but it can travel far further. So some people say when they got a 5 liter car, they can't drive it in London because it burns too much fuel. That's the same with the systems of the body. Anaerobic means without oxygen, and that's explosive, high intensity training. So what you want to do is train your body to be able to burn calories incredibly fast, not store calories incredibly slow. So that's the problem with aerobic exercise. Now, a lot of women say, well, I do aerobic exercise and I've lost weight. I'm like, no, you've lost muscle. And that's the thing I don't understand. And muscle equates to less calories because, the more muscle you have, like metabolism is based on how much calories you consume a day, which is based on how much muscle your body needs to sustain every day. Like a bodybuilder may consume 10,000 calories a day sitting at home watching TV because they've got so much muscle that need to be fueled. Whereas women, they always say a lifetime on the lips, or sorry, a moment on the lips is a lifetime on the hips. They're always obsessed about, I can't eat. because they now have no muscle because they've been doing aerobic exercise for years. They have no muscle, and every single time they bite one little thing, it goes on their body straight away. It stores itself as fat because there's no muscle to burn it. So what do you want to do, women?
That makes a lot of sense.
Do you want to be miserable? Do aerobic exercise because it's easy. Be miserable, can't eat anything because every single time you eat something, you put it on straight away. Or do you want to train properly and stop being scared of weights and actually challenge your body and work at high intensity for a low period of time and can eat more food and not be so miserable? What would you rather do? You want to burn calories, not store them.
Makes a lot of sense.
So yeah, so what we see invariably is a lot of trainers that just don't know enough. They're getting their women to run. They get these women. Another one of my pet hates is when you see women in magazines and in gyms where you get the personal trainers that give the women 1 pound, dumbbell weighs 1 pound.
Light weights,
Yeah, light baby weights. And they think that's going to do something to women. And women, they do 12 reps and they're not even sweating. What's the point in that? And then they say, oh, exercise doesn't work. Of course it doesn't work if you're going to lift 1 pound. You have to be challenging your body. So, that's why, we've got to get this stuff into people's heads. Another thing about that as well is, a lot of women think that, the more they sweat, the more weight they lose. And I'm like, okay, if losing weight's about sweating, then you just sit in a sauna for an hour. What are you training for?
That actually does make sense. I used to think that losing weight is sweating, and when you put it like that,
yeah,
when you're in a sauna, you do sweat
a lot more. So
because I know you see guys wearing black bags,
bin liners.
Yeah, I've actually done it myself wearing bin liners, and I've been absolutely dehydrated.
Yeah, guys, if you want to lose weight, it's about training, not about fluid. If you sweat, you're losing fluid, not weight. Ask any boxer.
Isn't losing fluid weight?
It's temporary weight loss.
So basically, okay, if you finish your training and you drink, it's just gone.
Yeah, exactly. It's gone back on. So ask any boxer and they'll tell you the same thing. Any boxer can tell you if they want to lose 15 pounds, and you see boxers do it all the time. They can lose 15 pounds in a day and a half. All they do is they stop drinking fluids and sit in a sauna and just, probably just chill out and read a magazine for 3 hours. They pour out all the water, they don't drink, and then they go on the weighing scale. And remember, all a boxer has to do to make weight is to make the weight for 10 seconds. As soon as they get off the weighing scale, you see a lot of these people in the fights, they start drinking fluids because it's temporary weight loss. So it's not about, again, that's just poor understanding. A lot of these personal trainers are saying all this stuff as well, it's just poor understanding.
Okay. Well, if anyone wants to contact you, how will they contact you?
Yeah, so they can log onto my website, which is warrenwilliamscoaching.com, obviously www. Or they can email as well, info@warrenwilliamscoaching.com.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for the interview.